With all three European competitions still on the table, what a massive episode this is for our Hammers. Yes, welcome back, boys and girls. Today's episode, like I said, we've got all three European competitions still on the table. We've got the Conference League in the bag for our Carabao Cup success. Europa League is possible through our league position. We're in prime position. And of course, we've got the Europa League final, which if we win, we go straight into the Champions League. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. We've got Dortmund for you today. A Dortmund team that has still got Jude Bellingham. They've managed to hold on to him all the way through to 2026. I've never seen it on this year's game before. They've still got Makoko sitting up top. It looks like they have lost Adeyemi at some point. But Gio Reyna's still there. Sula's still there. They brought in Ridley Baku. They've got Windal. They've got a good... Oh, and Adeyemi is still there. Okay, so that just made it a little bit more interesting. But we've got Skamaka, we've got Trossard, we've got Scott, and we've got Bowen. What a front four that is. And behind them, we've got the engine room of Paquetá and Conor Gallagher. Truffert, Ignacio, Gabriel Palista, and Bellanova make up the back four. Jordan Pickford in the sticks. I've been having a look at potential centre-back upgrades as well, which I'll show you after the game. Because this is a game that's going to show us exactly where we need to strengthen. Dortmund, probably a team that should be in they definitely should be in the Champions League, and we're looking to prove that we belong at that level as well. So let's get this show on the road. The Europa League music is playing. Don't know if you can hear it. I can hear it. Let's get going. Oh, let's drop some encouragement early doors. It is a final after all, and some of these players can be a bit fickle. It looks like Dortmund have started the better team. Just based on the average positions, we're camped in our own half a bit. So let's show a bit more encouragement. Come on, boys. Sarmiento's picked up a little bit of a knock for Dortmund. Match momentum was starting to grow in, but it seems to be a cagey affair. No highlights to show you as of yet. Adeyemi has not made their starting 11 as well, by the way. And we have a corner. Trossard is going to swing it in. He does. He looks for Ignacio at the back. It's probably a bit over hit, but Gallagher revives it, and Alex Scott is there right in front of the keeper to divert it into the net. He's doing a little dance right in front of the Dortmund fans. They'll be hating that. VAR aren't even going to check it. We've got the lead. Ignacio does well to keep it alive. Conor Gallagher beats his man, just more hungry. And Alex Scott showing some poacher's instincts right in front of the keeper there. And it is 1-0 to the Hammers as we look to build on it. And Fernandes somehow keeps Ignacio's header out of his net. It looked destined for me. But we've got another corner, Trossard. This time it's not over hit, but Ignacio can't win the ball. Conor Gallagher looking to prove that he is the best at getting to that second ball. But unfortunately this time it comes to nothing. Talk about growing into this game. We've got another highlight. Jared Bowen's been brought down. It's surely a penalty, ref. Unbelievable scenes. Nothing given. We've got it at the back. Palista. Gallagher, Scott. Bellanova's got so much space down this right-hand side, but he cuts inside. And Paquetá, what a finish that is. Oh, we sold our car to Lucas Paquetá. What a finish. Europa League final. Come of the man, come of the hour. What a strike that is. Bellanova, I thought he'd fluffed it by cutting inside, but he lays it off to Lucas Paquetá on his left foot. And he smashes it into that top corner. What a big moment that is. In earlier episodes, he was a bit iffy against the bigger teams. But boy, is he showing his worth today. Pickford now. Ignacio. I mean, since we've had highlights, it's been all us, Paquetá. Looking over the top, but this time he can't quite find his man. Now Jude Bellingham looking to drag his team back into it. Alex Scott, though, has intercepted a pass. He's got Skamaka to look for in the box. He can't find him. And Dortmund looks a breakaway. Sarmiento can't beat Truffert with a cross. Paquetá gets the ball away towards Trossard, who can't get it, but he does manage to nick it off his man. End-to-end stuff at the moment now. Conor Gallagher. Bellanova's got loads of space, but Gallagher goes alone, and it's another banger from our midfield too. Conor Gallagher. I mean, he might just have saved his West Ham career. Not to say that he's been bad, But when you look at our front four, I'm quite confident. We definitely need one or two centre-backs. And then maybe Conor Gallagher would be another position I'd look to strengthen in. But if he's going to pull Baldies out like that in big games, then he can stay for life as far as I'm concerned. 3-0 at half-time. Our team is a sea of green ratings compared to Dortmund, who have only got one player on a 7. I'm been blown away. I'm sure the West Ham fans that have made the trip to, I'm going to say Frankfurt. I'm sure we checked that in the last episode. If they've made the trip, I mean, that's just going to make it even worse for Dortmund. They're in their own country. As I don't want to pronounce his name. Sahrui. Fui. He scored a goal against us. I mean, I probably should have offered some encouragement after half-time. Garnacho has come on for Dortmund. Didn't realise he was there when I went through their squad list. And he's turn provider. And they have a lifeline. So maybe now we offer that encouragement to the team. Skamaka and Bowen uncharacteristically struggling to get themselves in this game. As, Bowen can't get on to the end of that. I thought that was going to be a classic case of the commentator's curse. Paulista brings it down nicely and looks for Trossard over the top. Paquetá looks over the top for Bowen this time. Bowen can't beat his man, but Bellanova. Again, we're throwing some dangerous balls into this box. Trossard. Scott. Skamaka was nearly there. It would be great to see Skamaka get a goal in this game. He's done so much for us over the course of the season. It would just be nice. As he gets a header there. But Fernandez manages to clutch the ball safely. Cool. Less than an hour gone. I'm out of breath already. It's been such exciting stuff. Slaughter back now. Looking for that guy down the wing again. And Garnacho has got up and his header has hit the bar. I don't think I've seen Garnacho header the ball at all in real life. But he's obviously upped his bravery in this game. And we've got 22 minutes to go. We've had 25 shots in this game. Some tired legs out there. Maybe it's time to make a little bit of a change. Jared Bowen has struggled. I'm going to bring on João Pedro for him. Alex Scott, he's done well to get himself a goal. Maybe we put Trossard in behind. And we bring on Mitoma. And then Ben Johnson can come on for Bellanova at right back. He's looking a bit tired. Conor Gallagher can stay on for a little bit longer after his goal. He deserves it. Skamaka's staying on because he is Skamaka. And his efforts this season has deserved it. As we do well to defend the corner, but it comes back in and Mitoma, fresh off the bench, gets it away. But Boyomo and Skamaka. Oh no, Paquetá's given away a penalty. He's done himself dirty. Now this is going to put it right into that tense bracket because Pickford's gone the wrong way. And we've almost let a 3-0 lead slip here. We're going to have to demand more. We can't be throwing away 3-goal leads in European finals. That is not what we do. That is not what we're about. Cool. Maybe my substitutions have killed us a bit because it's all Dortmund at the moment. Trafford does well to get in at the back post. Paquetá wins his header. Trossard needs to be stronger. Garnacho, I said he's never headed the ball in his life and now he's going to score the header. And we have thrown away a 3-goal lead. Changes need to happen. This is not good enough. David Brooks is going to have to come on. Got Leonardo on the bench. Do I keep the faith with Skamaka? I have to give him at least another 10 minutes. Boy, are we looking out of ideas on this football pitch. Vasco gets the ball, it deflects up, and you need your centre back there to be a bit more dominant. So I think it was Ignacio on that side, but between the players there, they couldn't get it away, and Dortmund have managed to fight their way right back into this. Vasco with a long shot, and we are all at sea. I'm going to berate the team. This is some tense stuff, boys and girls. Dortmund with a goal kick. Paulista heads it down calmly. looking to show a bit of experience at the back there. Can Mitoma get himself on the end of this? No, Baku beats him to it. Boyomo now. They're playing it out from the back. Window's got some space to run into. Ben Johnson's got himself all out of position. He's in no man's land. Ben Stiller, Ridley, Baku. This time, the deflected ball, we do manage to head it away. Ben Stiller, I think, for the midfield. And Moukoko, oh my good God. Nightmare scenes at the moment. Dortmund are ecstatic. We are shell-shocked. Right. We are going to have to make a big change here. Marcus Leonardo's going to come on. I'm going to have to leave Skamaka on. Maybe Trossard comes off and we just go to 2 up top. I think that's the key. As I show a tight offside, I don't want to see a tight offside. I want to make these changes and I want to get this team back into this game. I'm going to go that way round. Let's go back and go pressing forward, advance forward. He needs to go on attack duty. He can go into an advanced playmaker on attack. Right, big 8 minutes. Let's demand more. 3-0 up in this game we were. What an absolute bottle job. Look at the state of the stats. 4-3 down in injury time now. Paquetá looking to make amends. He's looking for Marcus Leonardo over the top, but Schlotterbeck heads it back to his keeper. We're just second to everything at the moment. We really are. Ben Johnson, not had the best of games since he come on. João Pedro. Matoma's found some space though. He's got 2 to aim for in the box. He finds Skamaka, and I told you all, we're leaving him on. Oh my God, he's rescued us. 95th minute. What a ball this is from Pedro. He finds Mitoma in behind his man. Maybe Baku shouldn't have been pushing on so much. And he does well. And he actually, did he just, I can't, Rabona that. I almost said Panenka. Let's just have another little, I mean, we might have to wait. Europa League final. You're on the verge of the biggest bottle job in the history of history. And you Rabona it. Can we get... We're going to have to see this again. Paquetá now. Okay, we can go a little bit further on. Here we go. Pedro. Mitoma. He has Rabona'd it for an assist. I mean, calm as you like. Garnacho now. Now Dortmund may be feeling a bit hard done by, a bit shell shocked. Roller coaster of emotions of this final carries on, and Matey boy has got in again. Ben Johnson's missed his header. He is injured. I just don't have another right back to put on. Must have been hurting him, but he misses his header. Vasco here. I mean, yeah, it's just not Pickford with his T-Rex arms. Can't get there. And now 5-4. I mean, what is it with us and just mad amounts of goals in finals? As we need to find another burst of energy to try and get ourselves back in this game. Garnacho's looking for Moukoko. Ignacio gets across and Matoma's got some space again. He looks over the top. João Pedro, he's got 2 in the box. Skamaka's there again. And as if he is just the man for the occasion. It's injury time again. I mean, it's a tap-in, don't get me wrong. Mitoma does well here to find João Pedro. But you've got to be there. It's a great ball across. And it's that poacher's instinct of Gianluca Scamacca at the back post. I mean, hat-trick in the Carabao Cup final and now on a hat-trick in the Europa League final. He couldn't do it, could he? We've got 15 minutes left. I'm sure we've got a substitution we can make. I'm going to look at that in a second, as we probably have to make a decision on who's going to take penalties here. We've got 4 minutes to go. Everyone on the pitch is obviously... Barbosa's got to come on for penalties, hasn't he? I mean, trust Brooks at right back a bit more. It doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. We've just got to do it. We've just got to do it. Take a risk. Barbosa, I'm pretty sure he's got a very high penalty attribute. He has. He's got 20 for pens, and our next best is Skamaka with 12. But he's anxious. He's got 15 composure. And come on, Gabby. You've got this, mate. Paquetá's going to step up for the second one. Skamaka for the third. Pedro, and then Matoma. Then we've got Leonardo, Brooks, and then we've not got a lot after that. It's another final that's gone to penalties. It's another one that shouldn't have gone to penalties. Shoulder cut, no regrets. Here we go. Can we change this to behind the goal? Here we go. Right, Mokoku steps up. And Pickford with a massive save straight off the bat. He had T-Rex arms earlier, but thankfully that one was pretty straight at him. Now Gabriel Barbosa, he rolls his socks up. He was anxious, but that's why he's got 20 out of 20 for penalties. He slots it. 1-0 to West Ham after penalty each. Garnacho runs up now, fresh off his goal in normal time. And he puts it in the top corner, as calm as you like. He's had a good game since he's come on. Paquetá now. He's gone from hero to villain, and he steps up and makes himself a hero one more time. 2-1 after 2. Sally Ozcan coming up now against Jordan Pickford. Oh, he went the right way, but he just couldn't get his hands on it. Now here's the man. We wouldn't be sitting here now if it wasn't for this man. And he does his job. 3-2 after 3. Here we go. Ben Stiller. Dodgeball. Can you dodge a wrench? Can you take a penalty? He's left-footed. He can take a penalty. Don't even know if he is Ben Stiller. Angelo Stiller. It's Ben Stiller. We'll just call him Ben. João Pedro. Fantastic assist under his belt and a fantastic penalty. We are now one save away from winning the Europa League. And it is Vasco stepping up for Dortmund. He's jogging up. I reckon he looks nervous. How about you? Pickford standing slightly off centre. Is that a mind game? I thought he'd done it. And now, Cairo Mitoma. He's got the longest possible walk to the penalty spot. I don't know if that shows that he doesn't really want to take a penalty or not. This jog to the penalty spot is taking forever. He's going to run straight up. He's going to hit it. And he's off the post and it's in. And we are playing Champions League football next season. We've won the Europa League. What an unbelievable performance that is. I mean, can we get a bit of... I hope you can hear that. I mean, I'm sure one of these is Mark Noble going nuts. Fireworks are going off. The players are going nuts. The fans are on their feet. This guy's dancing. Number 18. Not sure who that is. Got two keepers running about. Where am I? Am I stood there? I don't know where I am. There I am. I'm in the middle. Who's this dude? Showing the trophy to the fans. Can't click on him. We'll never know. I am exhausted. But we are in the Champions League. So I'm going to go try and sober up the players. And I'm going to join you for Aston Villa for the last game of the season, where we look to sign off in style. Right then, the players are sobered up, but there's still some tired legs. So quite a lot of rotation in this side. But let's face it, it's not going to count for much. We've got Champions League football next season, so we don't even need anything from this. But we're going to give the likes of Dan Burn, Emerson a little send-off. It's his last game for the club. He's done well for us. John McGinn's going to get a start. Tyler Morton, the youngster, is going to play in midfield. And the front three, Matoma, Leonardo's going to come in, and Barbosa's going to get a game on the right-hand side. He's wanted. He might be a player that we look to cash in on, depending on the budgets. But we'll see who's available, what we need. Skamaka's wanted. That's not a good sign. Arsenal, Inter and Juventus. We might need to look to tie him down to a new contract this summer, sooner rather than later. He probably won't talk to us now. He's got that interest. But we've just got to make sure. I mean, I don't really care about this. We've got Champions League football already. Go and give the fans an appropriate send-off. That sounds a bit better. An Aston Villa team with Moyes Keane up front with Ollie Watkins. They've still got Liam Bailey. They've got Almiron. Boubacar Kamara. Matty Cat is still a fairly... They haven't really brought too many people into that team. Obviously, some new names on the bench for him. Unai Emery still at the helm. But here we go. It's a send-off for the season. We're still at this stupid behind the goal camera. As we look to get in early doors, Matoma. Emerson now. Matoma's cut inside. It's fine Barbosa. Barbosa finds Leonardo, and you just know Scamacca would have scored that. But it's not to say Marcus Leonardo is not a great striker. I really like him on this game. I forgot to encourage the team again. It's probably a little bit late. We've already had a highlight. We'll give him a bit of encouragement. Why not? As we look to defend the free kick, Bailey whips it in. And I didn't quite catch who it was, but it was an Aston Villa head that got to that. And he headed it over the bar. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on with these latest scores, whether we even necessarily need to win this game to finish 6th, but yeah, we've earned the luxury of not being able to worry about this game. If you'd have said when we took over this West Ham side that we'd win 2 trophies for them and get them into the Champions League this season, I think we'd have been laughed off of YouTube, to be honest, as Marcus Leonardo has struggled again from 6 yards. But when Newcastle taking lead against Man United, that will definitely help us in our, I guess, would you get an extra $500,000 for finishing in 6th? But yeah, if United lose, although Wolves have jumped us above us, so we are, as it stands, we will finish 7th, regardless of what happens well, not regardless, because if Man United win, then we'll probably finish 8th, back where we seem to have spent the whole of our time here. As Barbosa's nicked it off his man. Alex got some space, and I'll be honest, I expected the net to ripple there. It doesn't. Leonardo's got a knock. Is Scamacca fit enough for 45 minutes? So we simply have to be better in front of goal. Yeah, he's tired. Come on, son. On you come. Gianluca Scamacca, hero of our 2 finals, comes on for the last 45 minutes of the season as Morton swings in the free kick, but Emi Martinez catches it comfortably. I've forgotten to offer encouragement again. I am so bad at this. As they play it somewhat nervously around the back, but they found Leon Bailey on the left. I mean, I would tend to use him on the right, but what do I know? Because he's just put it on Ollie Watkins' head. And Ollie Watkins has scored his 10th goal of the season, and brilliant play by Leon Bailey, as if just to say, shut up, Potsy, what do you know about Leon Bailey and his left foot? I mean, it's an absolute wonder of a left foot. Look at that for a pass. And Emerson can't do enough to put his man off. Dan Burn getting beaten. You'd expect Dan Burn to be attacking that, wouldn't you? A beast of a defender of his size. And we're struggling. Moyes Keane now. Ignacio just done a bit of a dance with him. Not sure if that's come off the bar or gone straight out for a throw-in. Either way, we're back in 8th in the Premier League. There's the encouragement that finally comes in. Barbosa looking over the top for Scamacca. Scamacca has equalised, or has he? The referee is consulting his VAR friends, and they have just killed the excitement. I reckon he's on. Okay, he's off. According to the lines, I'm not believing what I'm seeing. Maybe he should have left it for Alex Scott. Going to demand a little bit more from the boys coming to the end of the season. Let's get a proper send-off. Man United seem to have turned it round against Newcastle. There it goes 2-2. Man City are getting beaten by Wolves. I mean, if we were going into this game needing to win it to get in the Europa League, I think given the 2 fixtures there for Wolves and Man United, we'd have probably thought we'd be alright. But as it stands, they're somewhat overperforming. We're somewhat underperforming, albeit with a rotated side. But, I mean, that is just poor from, I think it was Ignacio. It's been a long season. We're playing Champions League next season. We don't need to worry about the likes of Aston Villa. I mean, Bellanova a bit flat-footed. I mean, he is looking a bit tired according to that, but Moyes Keane hits it off Pickford's ear and into the net. 2-0. Game over, surely. Dan Burn. I mean, yeah, definitely a couple of players playing their last games for West Ham here, I think. Tyler Morton joins us permanently in the summer, so you'd have to say he's not one of them. Bellanova's been quite good at right back, so I think we'll potentially stick with him. Yeah, the priority is going to be centre back or two, potentially a centre mid. Maybe one of the forward players, maybe Barbosa, leaves us, John McGinn, potentially to be replaced. We'll see what the summer brings. But a bit of a sad end to a fantastically happy season. And we will sign off there. Right, boys and girls, thank you very much for the support. If you could do us one more favour, just leave a like on the video. It massively helps get it out to more people. I'm sure there's millions of West Ham fans out there that want to see their team in the Champions League, even if it is in the simulated universe. So I'm going to leave it there. But if you could do that, that would be great. Thank you and good night.